So today I have a video that Jessica Braun did. She's the first person I saw doing this, but it's the makeup I would buy if YouTube didn't exist. So I actually have a lot of products that I think I would buy for one reason or another, and I'm gonna kind of explain them because I don't know. I don't know if I would do my makeup if YouTube. I don't know what I would do if YouTube wasn't a thing. Like today, I tried using all of these products and I didn't have like a face primer or anything really. And like I can tell my foundation's like breaking apart and stuff. So I'm very happy that YouTube is a thing because this isn't my favorite look ever. But yeah, so I'll explain why I picked everything out and yeah. So the first thing is definitely the easiest thing. I think even like if I didn't do makeup at all, I would still pick this up. It's a Sonia Kashuk brush set. It has SK on the handle. SK is my initials. And like I've always like been a fan of Sonia Kashuk kind of because the logo is just like my initials on it, so it looks monogrammed. And I've always been wanting her to do like a collection that's just like it just says SK on it. I hope she does a makeup bag that says SK all on it because I think that would be really cool, and I like it because it's my initials, and that's pretty much the only reason why. But this was a good brush set and I do like it a lot. But I know I would have picked it up no matter what because it's got my initials. Okay, so I have another brush set that I probably would pick up just like a cheap like elf brush set or something like that. Um, Also, if you know, if I didn't know anything about makeup, but I'm pretty sure I would get this IB Beauty brush set. I got this at TJ Maxx. I think I would just be curious about what these types of brushes were like, and I wouldn't want to spend the money on the Artiste brushes, which I don't know if I would know about without YouTube, but still. Yeah, so I think if I saw these like anywhere, I would definitely pick up at least like a foundation brush of this because I think this is really useful and I like it a lot. So now on to face makeup. This is what I used as my primer today, the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. And I think I would pick this up anyway just because I always like the word Lumi. I've tried the L'Oreal Lumi line, and the L'Oreal True Match line before. I really watched too much YouTube, or before I heard any YouTubers really talk about it before they expanded their collection. But I think I would just like the idea of like something that you could put on your face and it would make it kind of shimmer. But that being said, I don't think I would have known about like face primer had it not been for YouTube because like they didn't really have that in like drugstores, and I don't think I would think it would be like a necessary thing. And now I do use face primer every day. And yeah, today when I didn't, I just used this kind of as a primer and something else which I'll talk about. I can see it like breaking up a little bit and not looking as good as it usually does. But yeah, I tried to do my makeup how I think I would have done my makeup had YouTube not been a thing too. So that's kind of fun. I think I still would have known stuff, but I don't know. This is another kit from ColourPop that I think I would have bought without YouTube. I don't know if it would have existed without YouTube or if I would have found out about ColourPop at all without YouTube. But I got this at Sephora. I haven't heard anyone really talk about the ColourPop setting sprays or um, the liquid highlights, but I think I would buy these. I used this kind of as a primer today too. I was always interested in setting sprays, even like before I tried them, just because I do think it makes a difference, and I always kind of thought like it makes sense if you're like layering stuff on your face to have something to like something water based to like set it with. So that made sense to me. It's like having something powder base to set it with makes sense too. This makes sense to me too, so I think I would have bought it. One of the first things that I purchased for my prom makeup was Benefit High Beam, and that was just because my sister was like, oh, you have to get this. This will be good for your makeup look. And so, yeah, I got that, and that was the only thing I really like bought for that look. And then the person that did my makeup kind of did everything else, but yeah. So I think I would have bought a liquid highlight too, and I think this would have been something that caught my eye because it was in a set with a lip balm too, and it smells nice, and I just think I would have liked it. I'm saying I would have liked it. Like, I do like it now, but I think alternate reality, no YouTube Shannon would have liked it. I think that's what the would have is in this scenario, that there's like an alternate Shannon out there that does not know anything about YouTube, and that's the Shannon that wears this type of makeup and does this type of a makeup look. So hopefully that Shannon sees this video. So I think I mostly would have done lighter coverage looks, and I don't know if I would have known about Urban Decay without YouTube, but the Urban Decay One and Done is my favorite like light coverage product. So I think I would have gotten this, or maybe like a Bare Minerals one or something like that, where it's like barely any coverage, but it does a little something. Yeah, this is good and I like it. And this works as a primer too, but I don't think I would have used it as a primer because alternate reality Shannon doesn't know about primers. And I don't know that I don't know if I would have bought a full coverage foundation or not, but I've seen this one a lot like on commercials and stuff like that. So I think I would have maybe picked this one up just because Maybelline's like a known brand, like they have commercials and stuff. So I think I would have seen like this in a commercial and I would have picked it up maybe, even though it's this full coverage matte finish foundation. I still might have wanted that because like whenever I think of like makeup, like full coverage makeup, I think of like newscaster people that their skin just looks so flawless on camera. So yeah, I think this is what I would think of newscaster people using. And Emily Noel 83 does she used to be a newscaster, so maybe that's why I like her. Why am I saying newscaster? That's not like a word. I think it's reporter is the word that I'm looking for. But because she did beauty broadcast, I thought I combined those two things. Okay, I'm just gonna get into the next product. It's the Makeup Forever HD Foundation, HD Stick Foundation. I think I would have been intrigued by the idea of a stick foundation, and I've seen this like used on TV and like makeup artists have it and stuff, so I think I would have picked up on that, and I would have, had I gone into a Sephora, I would have picked this up even if I didn't hear about it on YouTube. And actually I haven't heard too much about this on YouTube. It was just like influencer kept sending me like campaigns for this foundation and I never got selected for any of them, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it on my own and we're gonna see if I like it or not. So I think I would have bought this and I like it. Okay, so I'm going to jump around a little bit here and talk about lipsticks. I'm not really doing these in, like, the order of how I put them on my face, but they're just in the order that I arranged them on this little table thing, or on my desk. So, yeah, that's a little behind the scenes. But anyway, I think I would have gotten this Bite Beauty thing. This came in a set with 2 full-sized Bite Beauty multi-sticks and a full-sized glitter top coat, and I would have picked up that set. I did pick up that set without hearing anything about it on YouTube, and like I think I would have just seen like the value in that set and gotten it anyway. So yeah, I think this would be a thing that I would get anyway. And also I like this as a multi-stick because I didn't use this on my lips today, but I used it as a blush, and that's the type of thing that I would do like before I really watched a lot of YouTube. I didn't buy any blushes because I don't know, I didn't think it was like really a thing until I started using highlighter, and then I wanted a blush for my highlighter, and I just thought it kind of made my face like a little more colorful and I liked that. But I would use the Revlon lip butters, which I loved, and that wouldn't have existed without YouTube, I don't think. But I use those, and I use those like kind of as a blush. So yeah, I would put them on my lips too, but I would also like take a little on my finger and dab it on my cheeks, which is what I did with this. I use this as an eye primer too sometimes, but not today. And I don't know if I would have, and I probably would have, because it would have said like multi-stick, and it says like lips, eyes, and cheeks that these are good for. So I think I would have used it multi-purpose, but yeah. I definitely would have picked up that kit still, because that kit's just awesome and I love it. The lip combo that I have on right now is actually this Sephora Lip Story in, I think it's called Love Love. Yeah, this is called Love Love, and it's one of their matte ones. It's just kind of like a neutralish grayish type lipstick, and I think I would have picked it up because of the packaging, and like it's at Sephora, so it's from like a fancy brand, but it's still like $8, so I think regardless of YouTube, I would have picked this up. And these NYX Butter Glosses, I just think these are good. And I liked glosses before, like, YouTube was really a thing. So I think I would like a colorful gloss that's pigmented too, and it lasts pretty long because it's lasted through me talking this whole time. So I like this. I like this combo together, and these are probably going to be in my weekly favorites too. So yeah. This is another thing I think I would have bought because they're on commercials, and that would have eventually like sparked my interest. But these Maybelline Matte Ink liquid lipsticks, I love these. So I'm happy that alternate universe Shannon has these too. And yeah, I definitely would have liked the commercials for these, and I would have picked it up. By the way, this shade is the color Lover, which I think is my favorite shade that I have. This one actually I got as a gift, so that's how I think I would have gotten it without YouTube, because I mean, these are never really talked about too much on YouTube. It's the Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks. These are always like on sale, and there's like a huge selection. But this is the color Champagne on Ice, and it's just like a really nice, like, it's just like a glittery, like neutral lipstick that just makes your lips look like your lips but better, and that's kind of my favorite type of lipstick. So this is one of my favorite things. And yeah, it was it was a gift from a friend, so it was a recommendation from a friend, and I just like it. I think I would have, I think I would have found out about this without YouTube. I don't know if she found out about it on YouTube, but yeah, this is good. These are celebrity products, so I think I would have gotten them because I would have known like the name of the celebrity that did them. So first off is the Katy Perry Katy Kat Matte lipstick, and this is in the color Kitty Purry. I really love these, and yeah, I liked the Katy Kat Mattes. I don't know if these are still available or not, but this is a super pretty color, and I did love these. And I have another one in Cat's Meow too, I think it's called. But yeah, these are good. I just like them. And this is Kat Von D. This is one of the Lolitas. This was also a gift, so I know that this was super trendy because of YouTube, but I think I would have bought it without like YouTube because I would have wanted something from Kat Von D. Kat Von D is kind of what I started out with when, when makeup started out with makeup, and it was big when I was in high school. Stuff is dropping. Kat Von D is a brand that I started out with, and it was a brand that was kind of big for like my friends and I when we were in high school because there wasn't a lot of good drugstore makeup back then. And Kat Von D, she's very famous and she's very beautiful. And also her line was the more affordable line at Sephora. So like you could pretty much get something like without having to spend a ton of money on it. Her palettes were like $32 back then. They were a lot smaller, and like her eyeliners back then were like $10, and those were awesome. But yeah, this I would have gotten without YouTube. Shifted my camera slightly just because yeah, I just did. Anyway, this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Pocket Palette, and this is the color Boudoir Charm. I think I would have just liked this selection of shades. I was really into rosy shades like around when the Naked 3 came out. I know that was because of YouTube that I was into those shades, but I think I would have liked them anyway. And this is just like a good little palette that I think they had commercials for too. I don't know, but I feel like I would have recognized that like L'Oreal is a good brand, and I would have bought this because of that. Plus it's inexpensive. It's at the drugstore. You could get it at Target, and yeah, I do like this, and I think I would have liked it even without YouTube. Next is actually what I'm wearing today. It's the Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. Yeah, I think I would have bought this just based on the packaging, and like I love that the shade selection's like a nice shades of neutrals, and then there's some pops of color. Today I used Saltwater and Bubbles like on the outer corner. So yeah, I think I definitely would have bought this like no matter what, just because like I love the packaging of it, and the color selection is really good. And if I like saw them in person and swatched it, I would have been like, yes, I need this. Because yeah, I don't think many YouTubers have talked about this other than in anti-hauls and you know, people have said things like, oh, you know, like Emily Noel 83 said that this impressed her, but I haven't heard too much more about it. So yeah, I think I kind of bought this one without too much influence from YouTube. I just went based on my swatches and my experience with Tarte makeup, and I like it. I think like cute packaging would have like drawn me in a lot with makeup, because that's kind of what it does now, to be totally honest. But yeah, that's just my kind of thing. This I did sort of buy without any influence from YouTube. This is the Boudoir Eyes palette from Too Faced. This is like one of the first high-end palettes that I bought. It might be the second high-end palette that I ever bought. Definitely the first from Too Faced. But I like the look of it. I like how they're like neutral eyes, but they're also like smoky. I think that's kind of versatile. It came with like a little packet that gave you like different looks, which I also really liked when I was starting with makeup. And yeah, when I bought this, I knew that I wanted this. And Sephora gave out their $10 off coupon or whatever. And I knew that I wanted this with it, and like I just got like a random eyeliner set or something to, you know, to kind of get another thing to get to the limit for the discount. But what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. This happens way too often and I talk way too much. But I think like this was just gaining popularity when I already had decided to buy this. So I had a little bit of a YouTube influence, but I knew that I wanted this before YouTubers talked about it. And then I saw some YouTubers do looks with this, and I was like, that can't be a coincidence. I need to buy this. So yeah. This was a gift too, and it's the Sweet Like Candy Wet n Wild trio. I think I would have, I mean, like, it was a gift from a friend, so I think, like, I think I would have taken the recommendation from my friend that, like, this is a good trio, but also it's just, like, a nice neutral trio. And I like this pink color. I feel like my foundation is wearing off my nose and it's getting really red. But, yeah. Anyway, this is good and I like it, and I would have bought it without YouTube. That's what I keep saying. So, yeah. This I used as my eye primer today. I don't think I would have used an eye primer, but I think I would have used, like, a liquid shadow. So, and I know I liked Stila. Stila had like another one of the first palettes I bought because they had like an all-in-one palette, which I really liked at the time because I didn't like to buy blushes or anything. But I think this is a good primer, and I used it today underneath the Saltwater shade and the Tarte palette that I got. And yeah, I like it. It's the, I think this is the Shimmer and Glow. This is the less glittery one of the two. So I think it's called the Shimmer. Is it the Shimmer and Glow or the Glisten and Glow? I don't remember what they're called. But it's the one without the actual glitter in it. And I think I would have liked that even without YouTube. Speaking of all-in-one palettes, I don't hear many YouTubers talk about this, but this is the NYX Butt Naked Underneath It All palette. And it has all these shadows and all these blushes and highlights. And I think I would have bought this just because it's an all-in-one palette and I like it for that. I like the blush colors a lot. I think they're really pretty, and the highlights too. And yeah, I think I would have just wanted it because it had blushes in it too. And I would rather have eyeshadows with blushes in it had YouTube not been a thing. I think that's what I would have preferred. So yeah, I think I would have bought this. L'Oreal Lash Paradise, another thing I would have bought because I saw it on commercials, so yeah. Plus the tube's cute. It's like a millennial pink tube. I like it. I haven't heard many YouTubers talk about this e.l.f. Holographic highlighting duo, and this is in the color Blue Lagoon, so I think I would have bought this without YouTube influence, because I did buy it without YouTube influence. So yeah, I think I would have bought this blush palette because, like I said, I didn't really like to buy blushes back then. And this has, like, this is like $10, and it has all these blushes in it, so, and highlights. So I think I would have bought this. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you think you would have bought had YouTube not been a thing. I know this was a long one, but I just, like, I kept looking at things and I'm like, oh, I would have bought that because of this reason, and I would have gotten that because of this reason. So I was really excited about this tag. I don't know if it's a tag yet. It was just a video that Jessica Braun did. So yeah, I'll link her channel down below because she's one of my favorite YouTubers. And yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys all on tomorrow. Bye.